Oh, welcome back. I am streaming some more today. Kind of going to be doing some multiple sessions today. Play for about 2, 3 hours on stream. Take a break for a little while. Probably get some sleep. Didn't have much sleep last night, but then come back at my normal time and do some more. So for the time being, we're going to continue with the story. Zero's here for the time being to join us.
Dead weight. Along for the ride. It's not quite good. You know,
So yeah, we'll play for about
sideshow.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sideshow Bob. uh, okay, so back over to here.
I have to go
Yes.
buy some Christmas presents here somewhere between these streams. So
So yeah. So I'll run it. What, 2 or 3? Your call.
earlier the better, to be honest, because then you got to face the queue on the way back. So
Well, I don't have to face the queue. You would. I just can
and it's
nap.
all about me.
I can nap in the chair and occasionally wake up and press the button.
Damn.
Uh, anyways, so I'm at the quest giver. I have unlocked flight in the zone.
We are out of sync, I think. Then
Yeah, well, I didn't continue with the quest. I left it where we left off last night. So, yeah. So I'm continuing with Vana. Talking. Vana is watching you in quiet contemplations.
damn. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Mine's over here.
Because you probably talked to her and then got moved to the door. Dragonfire, listen to me. Our duty now is not to denounce Hermes for his misguided determinations, or to convince Emmett Selk and Ithalodius that they have been deceived. No, we must instead ensure that the experiences Hermes sought to expunge are preserved. What remains in our memories alone will be our weapon against the final days. You must fight this battle in your age, and I in mine. Come, let us walk together once more. I will see you to the door of the Propylian. Whatever. Oh, the words in this game are so much. Okay, so yes, now I'm where you are. You did one talk. Okay, so we're flying to Vana at the door as she kicks us out of this place. Yeah, so I was gonna say, to recap, I was gonna get Keith to say it, but I'll do what I can. So basically, kind of a recap from yesterday, which was a huge, huge thing. Basically, um, we found Vana, which is basically Heidelin. We found out the reasoning for why the final days happened. Everybody in this group, up until a specific point, learned what had happened. And when we went to confront Hermes about his creation, she found out something with all the planets. Because basically, he created these creations to send off to other stars, other planets. So this creation had multiple sisters, and he kept median with him, and then sent all the other sisters. So I guess there's like 7 or so. I'm not 100% sure. Off to scour other forms of life in the universe. And what they found was pretty much ruins, desolation, uh, civilizations pretty much all that have lost. Basically, in the end, they found nothing of good, and it wrecked the programming in these creations to the point that all they can see is death, despair, fear, unhappy, sorrow from all of these beings, and saying that they're basically everything, there's no reason to live. And so they just execute this basically moment where it's like, okay, the only way we can make you all happy is to basically remove you from existence so that you don't feel any of these negative emotions, which essentially is now what is going to be the cause to the final days of their time, the final days of our time. The difference is they reacted differently because their time, they were very magical beings. They had full control to their ether, meaning they have an abundance of ether to create things, to do things, meaning they were one with the entire energy that was available to them. Whereas in our time, the present time, the world has been sundered, and the civilization, the people that live on the planet, have a fraction of the ether available to them that they have capable of using. And so therefore, when the final days happened, they couldn't react the same way to the people. So because there's so much ether to block them from being hit by these negative emotion kind of situations, they affected their creations instead. Whereas our time, we don't have the ether protection like they did, and so now they're affecting the people directly. And so it's making things a lot worse, and so we have to do what we can to keep the people being positive, and we have to find a way to somehow stop the final days, which we're hopefully going to be finding soon. After with a whole battle with with Hermes and stuff like that, he set off the chain of events, which makes all the sense of why nobody knows who we are. Basically, we beat him. Median flew off, and Hermes decided to help his creation because he also felt that there was nothing. We are imperfect. Everybody's imperfect beings, and therefore should be removed because of the position he was in, saying he needs to remove these imperfect creations. And so he set off this memory erase program in their tower, which made everybody in that vicinity, so MXelk, Hethelodius, myself, Ana, and Hermes, to lose their memory. However, they managed to do the best thing they could, and they got me and Vana out of there, and we broke free. Which now makes perfect sense to the whole thing, why Hydaelyn fights back against the Ascians. And now we get a better understanding on the Ascian side, that they were never bad. They had their whole thing. They have no clue what's going on or why this happened, because all of their memories were erased before they can deal with it and figure it out, including Hermes himself, which means Hermes himself is also playing along to try and stop this whole thing because he doesn't know any better, and basically was brought to his attention that his creation died, but that's how he programmed it to say. So it's really interesting, really detailed story. So we're just finishing up here with Vana. She's basically helping escorting me to the door. We're now going to go back to our respective times. She's going to continue to do what she's been doing all the way up to where we finally first meet her, and we're going to be doing our part now in the present time to try and stop Medion in the final days. Probably confusing as shit the way I just said all that. Your time in this age is drawing to an end. Upon speaking to Vanal, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time. Okay.
So, it is within. The portal that brought you hither, and will take you home.
Yes, this is where we part ways. Perhaps I should stay and help. We have to part ways to do our part to keep everything in order.
May you and yours emerge triumphant. Make use of the knowledge you have gained, that your days in Elpis and our friend's sacrifice be not in vain. With Meteon free to pursue her designs, 'tis only a matter of time until the final days are upon us. We must be ready. From fortifying our defenses to securing our escape, there is much to be done. In spite of this, we cannot allow the report that set this calamity in motion to become common knowledge. Were the masses to learn the fates of the other stars, I fear the situation would spiral out of our control. I must carefully consider who can be trusted and bring them into the fold. Ordinarily, I wouldn't hesitate to call upon the 14. However, it was the desire for a fair determination that drove Hermes to attempt to erase our memories. Were he made aware of his actions, there is no telling whether he would remain a friend or become a foe. Alternately, we might try to alienate him from the convocation. Yet in doing so, we would deprive ourselves of a brilliant mind who would be invaluable in the crises to come. Quite the dilemma. Which is why I must work independently of the convocation. Regardless of how we proceed, if we are to permanently avert the final days, we must be equal to Hermes' challenge. We must prove that mankind is worthy to exist. And this hinges, I think, on how we confront the all-consuming despair that accompanies a senseless and seemingly inevitable end. Bewildered and divided, we would perish like the peoples of those celestial ruins. We could not hope to survive the final days, much less take the battle to Meteon at her nest. We must find a way to defeat despair, to unite and prepare as many as possible for the struggle ahead. Heavy will weigh the burden of guiding this legion of souls. Yet I have faith in mankind's potential. As long as he believes in himself, there is naught he cannot achieve. So I will not give up on him. On us. You may find your world to be very different. Or perhaps the erasure of our friend's memories has sown the seeds of a conjunction between us. We cannot know until the moment is at hand. So shall I strive to do my best, taking naught for granted as I walk my path. And I pray you walk with me to the end. As you move forward, so too will I, as will all, resolved to fight for the morrow. And when mankind has found the strength to stand against despair, we shall silence the song of oblivion. She who sings it will learn our journey is far from over. This I promise. Fare you well, my light of the future, till we meet again.
From this day forth, I shall strive to bring honor to the seat of Vandani.
Even now, I remember standing there, locked in a moment where the sky is aflame. Where stars fall as tears, and screams darken the seas. Where resignation rots the trees. Where terror twists magics into abominations. Such is the lament of they who have gone before. The song of they who tried and failed to create a better world. The song of the end. That which hides at the edge of the universe is no longer hope's creation. It is hopelessness incarnate. That day, mankind saw half of its number sacrificed to bring forth Zodiac. And covering the star in a shroud of ether, we forestalled the final days. Yet the cries echoed still. We wept for innocence lost, wailed for death inevitable. A reality too terrible to bear. And for too many, who sought comfort in gilded memories of joyful days and tranquil nights.
This is all wrong! Why must we suffer so?
It needn't be like this. No. There must be a way to restore things to the way they were. To reclaim the perfect paradise we once had.
No, my friends. Suffering exists, and we cannot pretend otherwise. No civilization, however great, could eliminate it. If we would live, we must accept it as our constant companion. Let us not seek to forget this tragedy. Let us carry it in our hearts, that we may grow stronger and know true happiness.
We can't accept it. We won't accept it. It will be ours again. A world free of sorrow.
No, it will not. For there has ever been sorrow. Mankind was but spared its biting sting for a time. So please, open your eyes. To try and reclaim those lives we lost by sacrificing yet more isn't wisdom. It is weakness. No paradise is without its shadows. If we cannot accept this truth and learn from our pain, then our plight shall be repeated.
O mighty Zodiac! God, born of our boundless faith, we bid you, hear our prayer. Accept this offering of lives, and deliver unto us the lives we once had. Deliver unto us the days of old, the days when the star was a font of love, and we knew naught but bliss.
You would destroy it? Our beautiful world?
Lands that stretched on forever. Skies one could drown in. The heartbeat of nature, silent yet strong. And amidst it all, a people. Beacons of light and life. Laughter that warmed my heart like naught else before. They are my meaning and my purpose. My love. In spite of, or perhaps because of this, I choose to believe in mankind's potential, in his ability to find a way forward. So let there be no way back. From that temptation, I sunder us. No more shall man have wings
damn.
to bear him to paradise. Henceforth, he shall walk. all is excruciating pain. I breathe fire and torment. I birth a world of suffering to mire and plague. In one fleeting moment, lives come and go, ever moving towards the unknown. And in that fleeting moment, they cry for the answer to the question. Why, given life, are they meant to suffer, to die? As fragmented, imperfect beings, yours is a never-ending quest. A quest to find your purpose, knowing your end is assured. To find the strength to continue when all strength has left you. To find joy, even as darkness descends. And amidst deepest despair, light everlasting. A conjunction has begun to form, an intertwining of your time and mine. When you truly understand what is at stake, and your journey has prepared you to surmount the insurmountable, then shall I honor the promise made in another time, another age.
Well, that was an absolutely fucking wicked cutscene. Where do I gotta go? Try and get some... Okay, let's go to... Gotta go to Charlian. Ooh. Ugh. To the annex. Basically, I'm assuming got to inform everybody of what the hell just fucking happened, what's going on, and that, of course. Ring of Fire, impeccable timing as always. I heard you were off in the first as part of our efforts to investigate the final days. Well, as so often seems to be the case, while you were away, we had some few developments, which we can discuss in just a moment. For now, however, I cannot tell how wonderful it is to have you back. You don't know the half of it. You're going to be in for one hell of a story ride. Though you and Kral both have news to share, hers is perhaps the more urgent. I don't know about that. So have you learned aught more of the final days? Then the journey was well worth the risk. No doubt your newfound knowledge will be a great boon to us all. Unfortunately, during your time on the first, events here have taken a turn for the worse. The Scions are running themselves ragged trying to contain the spread of blasphemies, but it's a losing battle. To try and ascertain the where and why of it, Owlsley and Elfino have been traveling all over. Of all the regions they've visited, Locus Amanus is one of the worst affected. Thancred, Estinian, and Graha took a detachment of allied soldiers there to offer aid and succor to those in need. But the province is vast. They only managed to visit a handful of coastal villages. It was an accomplishment worth celebrating still, but a drop in the bucket at best. In the meantime, Ishola and Master Matoya have been making a concert effort to establish contact with Heidelin in the Ethereal Sea, but to no avail. As for Tataru and I, we've been keeping a close eye on the Forum. From what we gathered, they've been constructing a vessel to ferry people to the moon, an ambitious project that has likely been years, if not decades, in the making. However, since we've seen no sign of it this far, I suspect it's still incomplete. You will also recall the proposal issued by Master Fortuno to the people of Razadhan. Following their discussion, Vertra declared his support for the plan and urged those who wish to evacuate to accept the Forum's invitations. So far, so good, but that's where things get a little strange. Apparently, the Forum caught wind of the lunar teleporter in the Tower of Babel and decided to use it to deliver people to the moon instead of their mysterious ship. Therefore, to secure safe passage for the Hanish refugees to the tower, Alphino and Alizé, Estinian, and Graha traveled to Garlemald not long ago. Trouble is, the capital was hardly the safest place to begin with, and now the final days have come to Garlemald. Shortly after our friends arrived, they were sent to rendezvous with Master Fortuno. Then panic broke out and our communications were severed. From what fragments we were able to make out before the link shell went completely silent, we can only assume the phenomenon has spread to the capital. The others need to Dragonfire, please, you must help them. Having you there will make all the difference, I'm sure of it. And Broken Glass was their first port of call, so best start there. Hopefully Lucia will know where they are. There's no telling what you'll be walking into, so you had best take every possible precautions. Okay, so now we need to go to Garlemald. Okay. That way. However, and not a moment too soon. The skies over Garlemald are ablaze, but it's events on the ground that concerns me. As you will have heard, your fellow signs arrived ahead of you. We cut the customary greeting short after we received word from our troops on the Magna Glacius that the Forum's airship had landed. It was then that the heavens began to burn. I dispatched your friends at once to ensure the refugees come to no harm. I would have you join them immediately. Additional support is en route, but we will discuss them later. I trust you are ready to depart. On departing, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended. Okay. More sequence stuff. Oh, and possibly a battle. Earlier on the Magna Glacius.
No. 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 We were promised an escape. Not the same room we fled.
I shall not meet my final days here in this blasted waste. Calm yourselves. Your panic is our greatest enemy. Come, we must build a line of defense.
How?
Leave the fighting to us, Father. You must lead the people to safety.
I can handle this pair. You?
Shall tend to the refugees. Let us be about it.
As you wish, my little lord.
Oh, we gotta play freaking Alphino. Sweet.
Command the beast's attention. See to the wounded.
I gotta remember how to play this guy.
Help is at hand.
Leave it to me.
Those who can stand, come with me.
Calm the refugees. So how do I do that? Do I deal with this? Or that? Slash calm. Oops. What the hell? What's the word? Why is that not working? Am I not typing the word right or something? Oh, kiss my ass. Why is that fucking emote not working? I don't even have that ability. What the hell? What do you want me to use? Okay, well, I have no fucking clue what you want me to do. Oh, I
You're
guess
safe
just touch
now.
them. Oh my god. Frick, have probably lost anyway at this point. I'm getting all upset because I don't know what I'm doing, but I just have to press a button.
Easy now. Deep breaths.
Oh my god. Oh my.
Worry not for the refugees, but for yourself, boy.
Protect the refugees. What refugees? Yeah, let's just give you some healing. Which one is which? Away. Hey, die. Time for you to die. You will pop also.
What?
Ooh. Get punted by an eyeball.
No. Don't. I don't want to die.
Forward! Let not a single fiend escape!
Nice.
Wait, that's... Euless and the army. So, you've recovered then? In time enough to be of aid, for once. We can speak of it more later.
Even the gears got Russian
We must
look on
fight.
them.
To repay your salvation in kind, or with better! For Garlemald has her pride! Of that I've no doubt.
Good gods. Of all possible saviors, the Imperial Army. Oh!
I had hoped to take all of them down at once.
Think a withdrawal might be in order?
Oh, sod that. You know who would never abandon these people to their fate. To be devoured by their former friends. That'd be beyond cruel. These beasts must fall here and now.
Well then, I'd say it's high time we threw caution to the winds.
So long as you spare me the heroic sacrifices. Now, let's go!
Alright, so now we're playing them. Which one? Alizé or Graha? Alizé. Okay, the usual. Build up the bar.
I'm fine.
Let's kick your ass.
day.
That. Okay, you're going over there, good. And I need to do. Step off. And you off. Come on, you little bugger. Time for you to go down.
I'm not done yet.
Up. That.
None to worry about.
This is a further point. Up.
The air crackles with energy. Find cover!
As they say, turnabout's fair play. On guard.
Nice. Victory is mine. What?
MSQ complete.
Congrats.
So
Well, see, you know what's funny?
There's not the
We've had
barest
many,
trace
many
of
years.
ether.
Hold on.
Maybe there really is no way to bring them back.
We've had many years of playing this game. To you, it's like all the show is already out. Now you just binge watch the whole thing.
Yep.
So you get to see it all in one. But of course, it's not over, right? There's still. You'll have your raid, and there'll be the story with that.
Thank you for saving our lives once again.
Thing at the end of the very last
And
scene.
then there'll be the what is it? Close up for the so you got your MSQ and then your post MSQ, and then you got the lead up, the pre MSQ for the next expansion.
I remember you from Purusha. You helped us there too, didn't you?
The music.
Ah,
at the
you're from
last boss
Palaka's
is so
stand.
good.
I'm glad you're still in one piece.
I just wish I would have got you into the game a lot sooner. I tried.
Oh, you will be, once I see to that injury of yours.
But at least you're getting to enjoy it now.
Better late than never.
I know good gaming when I seize it.
Look out!
No, you fucker. Where's the savior? Me. Nope, Raha.
Get out of here! Quickly! I won't lose them! not a one. This will be a brighter future. I won't let a madman's apocalypse ruin everything we've fought to achieve!
Get it together, Alizé. You're embarrassing yourself. And in front of Father, no less. You might never measure up to our champion. But we ask too much of her as it is. You mustn't let our sword in the darkness fight alone.
Now, why the hell am I walking to the fight? Everybody's fucking dying and I'm walking my ass in.
Gotta make an entrance.
I'm back. You've done well in my absence. This is precisely why you should never skip your squad's regime. You've done well in my absence.
I can look after myself, you know.
And I didn't have to use a single one of the armor off of it. So I can use them all.
Everything's in order, I trust?
What's the difference? You just run dungeons and get everybody geared up anyway.
It's just
I've had enough of this rabble! Come on!
Oh, a trio for the ages. Just the beginning.
I had a feeling I'd find you.
Hey, Justinian, welcome to the party.
This should be the last of the worst troublemakers. With me!
all dead.
Come on, buddy, let's go. Okay, so I guess we're a lot. Oh, yes.
Now.
Sweet.
Okay, I think I have all the blue quests for 9 but
You must board without delay. The ship will depart ere long.
I might be back
Okay.
tonight. I might not. We
Well,
shall see.
basically I'm running the stream for a couple hours here, and then gonna take a break, and then I'll jump back on around my normal 6 time or whatever.
Yeah, I might come and sit in the queue and do my usual, but I played till 2 a.m. getting all the way to the final dungeon and raid, so.
Well, we were up to 1:30.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't up much longer than you guys, but
Oh,
I got
okay.
right to the dungeon and queue, and then first thing I did today was the dungeon and then the trial, so. It's so
Yeah.
good.
You
So
must.
And
You
the
must.
mechanics are so cool too.
Okay, come on, let me watch this.
Just wait.
You must board without delay. The ship will depart ere long.
Okay, see ya.
Yep.
Your offer to host us in Charlian is most appreciated. But will the final days not soon fall upon it as well?
Your hesitation is not unwarranted. The satrap entrusted me with your lives, yet I have failed your comrades. Nor are you wrong to fear that this corruption will continue to spread. I cannot promise you complete safety, even in my homeland. What I can promise is that I will do all in my power to protect you. That power is not inconsiderable. Even now, my countrymen are preparing the vessel that will deliver us to a sanctuary on the moon. Join us on our journey there, and beyond, to new horizons. Come to old Charlian. Please.
We would be fools to refuse such a generous offer made in earnest.
It seems they've a new destination.
The people of Radzat-Han have known too much suffering. The march to Garlemald will only bring them more, short though it may be.
I quite agree. Fortunately, they have you to look after them.
Yes. Well.
Behind you! Just there!
More of them.
Okay, Xenos, what's going on, buddy?
Xenos! Here!
You'll be all right. Hurry to the airship.
Why have you come?
A heretofore unseen beast. 'Twas ripe for the slaying. Poor sport, alas. Unfit to temper my blade.
Oh, for the love of... You cannot still be on about a rematch.
That is, and has ever been, my sole concern. You, on the other hand, are fixated on a different quarry. Your passion pales before mine, yet neither hate nor despair seems sufficient to recapture your misdirected bloodlust. So, I hone my blade, and I wait.
That's it. That's all you care about. Garlemald is in ruins. Our homeland, the nation you rule, is as good as gone. Along with so many of its people. Not just soldiers like us. Not only those who fought and killed for power and duty. Innocent civilians. Murdered by their own flesh and blood. Lost and confused as they breathed their last. While we who survived with our lives and
Shit.
the Eorzeans tell me all this was your doing! You slaughtered your countrymen! You did! For what?
For nothing, in the end. So much wasted effort.
You bastard!
For your own sake, Eulus, you must control your anger. It will serve no one should it consume you and see you transformed.
Would you be happier had I a good reason?
What?
If my motives met with your approval, would you no longer resent the outcome? If so, then perhaps a beast's skin would suit you better. Duty, honor, morality. All constructs of convenience when put to proof. Surely the war taught you how easily power becomes the tool of the self-righteous. How the people's justice was merely a means to their ends? Yet you would ask me why. Ask any creature of this star and those above for answers, and they will tell you what suits their fancy. and they would be right to do so. What meaning there is to be found in the petty vicissitudes of your existence must be gleaned by you, and you alone. Should you seek it in battle in the fruitless pursuit of my demise, then come. Assume your rightful place as a notch on my blade.
You are a blight on the Garlean race, and there would be no more satisfying way to expunge it than by beating you to death. But I will not be party to another tragedy. I refuse to lose anyone else because of you. So go. Go! And may we never suffer your madness again!
Xenos! Perhaps you found meaning in living this way. I cannot deny you found strength. Yet if you only pursue your hedonistic pleasures and pay no heed to the plight of others, then no one will give you the time of day. You will never get what you want, not even the battle you pine for so dearly. You'll be alone for an eternity, and you'll deserve every agonizing second of it.
We're ready to depart. The refugee ships will be leaving shortly, but I've asked mine to remain for the time being. There's room enough for you to join me on it, if you wish. Do contain your surprise. I needn't agree with the Scion's methods or intentions to acknowledge that their deeds are deserving of gratitude.
We appreciate the offer. But might I ask why you are delaying your departure? I presume it is not solely for our benefit.
I must visit Garlemald ere we return to Sharlayan. Having caused such an uproar, 'tis only meet that I explain myself to the Ilzabard contingent.
Allow us to accompany you then. We should be glad to facilitate, given our familiarity with all concerned. If you would like to join as well, Eulus, we can speak of recent events on the way.
He'll be off to your seat on the forum next.
Oh god, that was awesome. Okay. To see Xenos standing there so uncaring and unrepentant, gods, I don't know what came over me. I just blurted out the first thing that came to mind, but looking back on it, I stand by those words. I would say I hope they won't incite him to further villainy, but to be honest, I doubt he even remembers what I said. Anyway, enough about all that. It's good to see you again.